What if I told you that every single thing within your mind was possible? What if I told you that all those dreams, all those little ideas could come into fruition if you simply believed? Do you understand that this idea that was planted within your mind, it originated from somewhere within reason? It didn't just come out of nowhere. It didn't just fall into your lap for you to just squander it away, for you to think, oh, this is impossible. Oh, this is not realistic. This dream is too big for me. If you believe in any kind of divine force, any kind of God, universe, whatever it is, why would a God allow you to have an idea, a vision, a dream, just for you to not fulfill it? Does that make any sense? Does that make any fucking sense? Surely he has bestowed you with a dream, with a passion, with a fire inside of you. This fire that you feel every day, extinguishing yet always present. Tell me, if God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and perfect, do you think he made a mistake of giving you this vision? Do you think that God, the perfect being, has limitations upon what he can bestow upon you? If the answer is no, why do you allow limitations within your own mind? What makes you think that we were created in the image of God, in the perfection of God, in the limitlessness of God? Holy shit. What makes you think that God is perfect? God is limitless. He knows no bounds. He is perfect. If we were created within this perfect God, why can we not replicate his divineness, his perfection, his limitlessness? If we have dreams, tell me, why can't I have a boundless dream, a boundless vision, if this is who created me? Does this not make sense? To dream an impossible dream? Or was I created with flaws? Was I molded to be limited, to have a view that was skewed? This is not the case. So I truly do believe that I was made in the image of God. I was made to be perfect, or rather, to work towards a perfection, to work towards a limitless image of God. I am not him, but I am simply the channeler of him. And through getting closer to him, I can replicate his divineness. I can be what he wants me to be. Do you understand? But if you do not open yourself, if you do not allow yourself to be what he wants you to be, to do what he wants you to do, to say what he wants you to say, you are a slave. Do you understand? Every written text, every book, every religion, every spirituality, what do they all say? I want you to think. Just think. What do they all say? God has created us in his image. Has he not? God is limitless. I repeat, God is perfect. Where is this God? Tell me. Is he up in the clouds? Is he in the ground? Is he around me everywhere? Where is this God? I truly wonder. But wait. When you start to understand who you are. When you start to allow the current, to allow the flow to flow within you, you can understand that you are a God. But to some, this seems as blasphemy. To some, this seems as a lie, as impossible. How can I, this flawed little being, this flesh and bones, this boy, this man that you see before yourself on this black mirror, how can he, a man that can die, a man that can cry, be a God? How can he be the creator? How is this possible? It does not make sense. It's not logical. Oh, wait. Logic? Sense? Do you understand that you have just contradicted yourself? Because as we know, as every religion has stated, God cannot be conceptualized. God cannot be fully understood. God is mysterious. God is limitless. God is everywhere, and he is nowhere. Do you understand what these statements mean? If God cannot be comprehended, why do we think that we can comprehend the incomprehensible? Why do we think that we can put infinity into one book, into one truth? Is this way of thinking not flawed? Am I chatting shit, or am I awakening you? Am I stimulating your right brain? Because understand that your left brain is logic, reasoning, intellect, processing, analyzing. But tell me, can you analyze God? Can you use logic to define God? No, you cannot. Simple proof of this is miracles. Miracles exist in every religion, right? So, is a miracle logical? Does a miracle make sense, my friend? Fuck no, it does not. So, if a miracle does not make sense, why do you try to make sense of the insensible, the incomprehensible? Do you understand what I'm getting at? Nothing makes sense when it comes to something that we cannot put the tip of our finger upon, my friend. Even me talking about this will never make sense to anyone who has understood within themselves. Do you understand? So what is the truth? Is there one truth? Is there multiple truths? What is this? What is this? Is the famous question. What is God? Who is God? Where is God? He is everywhere, and he is nowhere. He is not put in a box of religion, because religion is not the truth. It is a truth. And understand that there can be many truths. For example, if you take the letter 6, the number 6, and you write it down on the floor, and I stand above it, to my perception, it is 6. However, if a person is standing on the opposite side of the 6, they're seeing the 6 inversed, which is a 9. So, who is correct? Am I seeing 6? Or is he seeing 9? Which is the truth? What I'm seeing is a partial truth. What he's seeing is his truth. Therefore, me saying I do not see 9 is not wrong, yet it is not right. It is both. You understand? So me saying that I am God is wrong, and it is true. Me saying that God is in the religion in the sky is wrong and true. This is duality. Everything in the world is a walking contradiction, my friend. Everything. Light and darkness. Yin and yang. You cannot expect to put your little human brain on the tip of a subject that does not make sense. So trying to make sense of it. When you realize this, you are liberated because the intelligence, the information will simply boom, flow within you. You understand? And so you see within myself, I can dwell within both energies, within all the energies. I can be light, I can be darkness. I can be childlike, I can be serious, I can be mature, and I can be goofy. Do you understand? Because when currency, when information, when source, when energy is flowing within you, you understand that you are not rigid. You understand that you are not one thing. You are everything. This is the greatest truth. The truth that makes no sense because it is your truth. So this information that I am bestowing upon you, it is not your truth. It is the perception of my truth. So do not believe every word that I am telling you. Take with a grain of salt and learn to decipher what applies to yourself. This is what it means to decipher your own truth. To discover the truth is a never-ending thing. And it is impossible to think that you can understand everything. So now I feel like I'm speaking in allegories, like I'm speaking in circles. But at times this is necessary. Look at me. Buddha is right here. Jesus is right here. Zeus is right here. To a person who is closed-minded, I look like a pagan. Someone who believes in idol worships, in all gods, and, oh, you believe in this? You believe in Zeus? Dude, that's part of the pantheon. How can you believe in that? That's idol worship. What the hell? There's only one God, one truth. Oh, my friend. Let me tell you something. Okay? When you start to understand the truth, you see, like I said multiple motherfucking times, there is truth in everything. And I can go on and on and on. But this is merely the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg. What I want to explain to you. Just know that you cannot understand everything. Simply understand what you understand. And the most important thing is understand yourself. Understand your nature. And information will begin to flow within you. Information will be channeled in you. That is it. That is all.